It's all going down in Newcastle.
You don't want to miss this one.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests, Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Whitney, congratulations. Was that just kind of a bit of a weight off the shoulders after last time out?
It's like my entire body took an exhale, like literally, because, you know, fight week, you're kind of like tense and you're like, oh my gosh, what could happen? And then it's literally like my entire body just took a big, deep breath. So I'm happy, very happy today.
There must have been a lot of hard work, a lot of stress in camp, because one loss is one thing to deal with, 2 losses. I know it would have crossed your mind. You don't want that again. Oh
yeah, it's so much pressure because you're like, if I lose again, then like I'm just gonna like hang it up. Like that's how you think. That's how you think, and I don't think that that's true, and I don't think that that's even fair. But I'm my worst critic, and so I was definitely like putting a lot of pressure. Like I need to win this fight, I think the way my loss went last time, it was such a, it was a hard loss, right? It wasn't just like, oh, you know, went to this. It was like, I got my ass kicked a little bit and I shit the bed. So I feel like I was really putting the pressure on myself to perform this time, but it made me that much more laser focused.
Did it take you a while to kind of come to terms with the loss last time? Because you just phrased it as you shit the bed. Yeah. Did you walk out the ring and think, fuck, I shit the bed? Or did it take a while for you to kind of go, you know what, I'll accept what happened last fight?
You know, it was funny because as I walked out of the ring that night, I was like, you know what, actually I'm really proud of myself. I wasn't actually very bummed that night. And then I watched it back, and then I got all the hate messages, and I got a lot of the shit talk on the internet, and then that stuff just starts to affect you. And you start to think, man, like, am I just completely worthless at this? Like, wow, do I suck that bad? Was I that embarrassing? I think that's one of the hardest things about doing a tournament like this or any kind of like influencer event, because you have this audience and there are a lot of people that really want you to fail. They're excited to see you fail. And then those voices start to creep in and you're like, damn, like, am I a fucking loser? So it did. It took me a couple weeks. It really did. I'm not going to lie.
Well, we've spoken enough about that now, because you're a winner now. You're a winner. And what better way to do it than win every single round and every single second of every round as well?
I'm so happy. Like, it literally means the world to me. Extremely, like, kind of emotional about it, actually, because I wanted it so bad, and I'm just so happy. Yeah.
I mean, you were best of friends yesterday at the weigh-in. In fact, you were too good of friends yesterday at the weigh-in. The most viral moment of the week, until Daniella decided to do what she done. But yeah, the most viral moment of the week. You were a friend. I suppose there doesn't have to be hatred.
No.
You and Amber get on. It was always going to be business in the ring.
Totally. And honestly, there was a couple times where I was like, "Ooh, can I like bring it? Like I want to, like, because I really need to win." But I just adore her so much, and she's so sweet. I actually like adore Amber. Yeah. So, but you know, it's no different than any training partner or sparring partner that I've had. I adore all of them too. So, yeah.
Daniella next, is that contracted that you will fight Daniella on finals day?
I believe so. I believe that's how it's going to go. So I'm excited for that. She brought it tonight, and her technique, and she looked amazing out there. So I'm really impressed with her. I'm very excited. It's definitely going to be a big challenge. She's bigger, taller, stronger than my last opponent, and so it's definitely going to turn up my training this camp.
Yeah, she did show us a lot tonight. In fact, she showed us perhaps too much live on The Zone. Have you seen that moment yet? Good. I mean, who hasn't seen it?
Her. I was like, hey, girl, you look good. Good for her. I mean, I honestly don't think that was planned. I think that it was just pure glee. Like, she was just like, yeah, which is kind of how I felt after I won. It was just like, oh my God. So I get it. No hate.
No hate coming from anyone is what I think.
Admiration, actually. Nice tits.
Whitney, just one final thing. Kind of sum up this whole week for me. Is this a first for you in Dublin and Ireland? First, yeah. So just kind of sum up this whole week in Ireland. And I know you can go out and party and do stuff tonight as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go have fun. I'm so excited. It's been overdue. 8 weeks without a drink.
It's all going down in Newcastle.
You don't want to miss this one.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.